squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will take the first swing of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress the defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
The Volunteers want to crank the tempo. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say, breaks into the open. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard. So Oklahoma's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turn on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw at Singletary. Got it in the middle. It's Yoder. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. And the Sooners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Fitted in the window for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is confidence in your arm streak. Look at the revolutions on that one as he zips it in there.
Confidence, arm arrogance, whatever you want to call it. You could tell he believed it, put it right where he needed to. You got double coverage, you got to fit it in there. He believed, and he did.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. That defensive lineman just smelled pass on that play, and he got in the backfield and sacked the quarterback.
And that's why they get paid the big bucks. Defensive linemen, they got to play the run, be physical. But, man, when you can get a beat and understand it's going to be a pass and jump off the snap like this, make a big play, and now you put them behind the sticks, and the advantage goes big time to the defense.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful. But how about the giving up on 3rd down? I mean, you got 3rd and long, you try to sneak a run in, and this drive, this possession, it was disastrous for the offense. And now you just hope you have enough space to get a punt.
A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Well, you just couldn't find a much better way to start the drive. 1st and goal from the 3. The give. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Looking to pass. It's Singletary. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Back swinging with the goal line. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, too. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. That's caught. It's Reddick. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. Leaves it with the back. Quick spin on the run. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Got his man all by himself. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Looking downfield on first down. Pucks it out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. One final play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw at Singletary. He's got his man. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got the back over the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Sooners can really attack on this second and short. Quick completion to the right. Turning it on! Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Looking downfield at Singletary. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Sooners decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. He'll try to do it again on this one. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Wide open downfield. They'll mark him down right there, and how about that play picking up a chunk of yardage?
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Wants to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They'll run the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. San Jose State has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Old Spartan Stadium. They're up by 7 over Hawaii. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to throw, it's Singletary. Finds space on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
It's a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years. But a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players on the perimeter getting open and making plays, too. It wasn't just all the quarterback position. They brought in some big-time recruits from high school at the receiver spot. This guy is no different. He has a chance to be the next great senior receiver.
Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Get it out on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. The offense changing the play. They just keep firing. Grab behind the line. It's Yoder. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And, man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Singletary. Rushes on him. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Volunteers.
it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Going right to work up top. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And that tight end looking like a stud wide receiver, laying out with all that athletic ability to still control your body, make the catch. Nice effort by the tight end.
Under fire. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Under fire. Complete. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. And the Sooners are in the hurry up. To the air, it's Singletary. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Makes the catch. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got his man. Makes the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. He's got it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time to get off a play before we head to halftime. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Here's a heat. He hurls one deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Vols will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just, you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Back to pass. It's Singletary. The throw to the outside is complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw again. Setting up the screen. Across the 25. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown Sooners! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
And you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdown Palooza. What a nice day.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He uncorks one deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The Vols moving quickly to the line.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
The Volunteers in a good spot here with second and short. He'll do it himself. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, Get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. And the Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what... try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's complete on the right side. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. There he goes. Lowers those pads. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking for a man. It's Singletary. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete to the right. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. And the field goal unit is on the field. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Louisiana is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Cajun Field, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to ULM. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Unloads to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here's the handoff. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to escape and get it himself. Wisely avoiding the big hit with the slide. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He slides that just inside the right upright. Now the lead is down to 11.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Singletary. Grabbed over the middle, it's Yoder. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quick completion on the out route. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, and that is just not a well-executed bubble screen by the offense. I think the biggest problem was the location of the throw. If he gets that out in front of his wide,
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Now on second down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. He leaves it with his back.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
they may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Vols headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
The Volunteers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Gonna look downfield again. Catch in the middle. It's Reddick. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's... He's into the open down the middle. Defense picks it up. Pass the tap. Touchdown, Sooners. The defense putting points on the board. They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game, you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires on the move. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Look at the big fella roll. Touchdown ball. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The give as they work on that clock. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense working from the pistol. Motion from the wideout. Running behind that left side. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Complete out of the backfield. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it. They should be able to kneel this one out. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. Winning those individual 6-second battles.